Hey guys, welcome back to Two Brothers Outdoors. One thing that's instrumental in sawing with a bandsaw is to keep the logs very clean. The cleaner you can keep them, the more life you'll get out of a blade. Everybody that has a bandsaw knows that all you have to do is just hit one little piece of dirt. No matter how well you brush it, no matter how well you wash it with water, one little piece of dirt and your blade is gone. So we've had a lot of inquiries about how we keep our logs clean, and today we're going to show you. So, fortunately our mills are set up on our property, but you can see, you saw some of the swamp and stuff we went through. This log is clean. There isn't a speck of dirt on it anywhere. Not on the ends, not on the bottom, not on the top. This log is as it is when it was standing in the woods. As you can see, we've hauled some pretty big logs with these. That right there is a 24-incher. Okay guys, so you saw the log arches in action. Both these log arches are homemade. I know they don't look like it, but they are. So what I'm going to do is, if you want to build one, I'm just going to give you the quick dimensions of it and show you what we have. Now this winch right here, that is a Harbor Freight, cheap as you can buy winch. It's held up really well. It's doing a good job. Tim has got a double winch on his so he can lift up more weight, but that one's been working fine. Now when we first built the log arches, we put small, low ground pressure tires on them, and we broke a lot of axles, had troubles rolling over rocks and stumps and stuff like that. So we ended up lucky enough to find 2 trailer axles that somebody was junking the trailer, and we took the hubs off of them and we put tall tires on it. These are 16-inch. They seem to roll over everything. The hubs hold up really well. I've seen people use hubs off of the back axle of front-wheel drive cars, but any tire that's taller than 13-14 inches, I'm talking about the rim diameter, should be fine. These roll over just about anything. Okay, so you saw the chain that I welded on here. That holds the front of the log. You get the log so the front is just a little bit heavy, and it supports that chain supports it, and then this chain goes around the log when you winch it up. Alright, so this is angle iron. It's scrap. It's 3x3 by 3/16, I think, maybe 1/4 inch, I don't know, but it's held up well. We built Tim's arch out of old dry shafts. His works really well, and it actually works better than this one, because this one, the angle iron, I had troubles with it twisting at one time. We got it straightened out with some braces, but the dry shafts worked better. These pipes you can use just regular black iron pipe. When we first built them, we used conduit for these braces. They don't work. It wiggles and cracks, and we kept having problems. So we replaced these with black iron pipe, but fortunately for us, we work for an employer that has a bunch of scrap steel. So those are actually tie rod tubes out of trucks. So this top one is a tie rod tube, but you can use black iron pipe. The bottom ones also are tie rod tubes, but you can also use black iron pipe. And these braces, I just put them on there. They kind of help. Tim's doesn't have them on his, and it doesn't seem to matter. You want to build the tongue long enough so that you can back it around in the woods to maneuver it. And you have to have this back brace right here from the corner of the tongue up to the spine. Otherwise that will break off also. Now I have not had any problems with it breaking here. That seems to hold up all right, but if it were to be a problem, I'd put a little gusset in right here. All right, so let's get to the dimensions. Okay, so our spine is 8 feet long. The inside width of the arch itself, and this is the part you need because of the logs, this is 34 inches. I think Tim's is 34 inches also. So that seemed to work pretty good. Now we made Tim square instead of triangular like this, and I think we went 30 inches from here to here and then straight across. So I think his is only 30 inches deep. I made mine in a A-frame type, and I don't know why I did, but I did. This was the first one we built. Okay, so the braces, these are 100 inches long, welded to the spine, and welded down by the axle, the hub, the axle hub, it's welded down by there. So
just one little quick question. I saw when you were putting the chain around the log, you had some little piece of metal. What were you doing with that?
That's
what was that?
That's a hook for pulling the chain under a log. We have these on both log arches.
Can you buy those?
You can buy these. I made mine. 1/4-inch rod, piece of pipe, welded on there, bend a hook on the end of it, just slide it up under the log, hook the chain to it, and drag it through.
So how's it work?
It works really well. Loggers have been using them for years.
Oh, good.
But you know me, I don't like to buy stuff. I like to make stuff, especially when it's free, because free is for me.
Cheap.
Okay, we also mounted a pulley up here. Tim's got a little bracket over his to keep the cable from coming off. I don't, but it doesn't seem to bother it. But this pulley makes it real easy. And one other thing I'd like to point out that is really important is we have a little baby block and tackle, little snatch block, and then the hook hooks up here. That doubles your capacity for lifting, and it makes it really, really easy. Now, if we have to pull a log further than when we can back up to it, we just unhook this hook, hook it to the chain, and just let this dangle. Now, when we're picking logs up, that little snatch block right there is the way to go. All right, guys, these are our log arches. They keep our logs clean. And if you got any questions, feel free to email us, lumberjack56@yahoo.com, and we will be glad to answer any questions that you might have. Thanks for watching.